Sudan was the largest country in Africa until 2011 when Sudan and South Sudan became two separate countries. The Dinka people are a Nilotic ethnic group native to South Sudan with a sizable diaspora population abroad. They number around 4.5 million people, making them the largest ethnic tribe in the South Sudan. The Dinka, or as they refer to themselves, Jing, are noted for their great height and are believed to be the tallest people in Africa. The Dinka mostly live along the Nile, from Jonglei to Rank, in the region of Bahr el Ghazal, Upper Nile, and the Abyei area of the Nok Dinka in South Sudan. Whether Nuer or Dinka, traditionally, the focus for these two tribes has always been to live a nomadic life. They lived in small communities made up of extended families based on lineage of male relatives and ancestors. The members of a lineage act in the group's interest, safeguarding their territory or forming important ties with other families by marriage. Usually, a family leader is a respected elder. South Sudan lies within the tropics, and with the Sud region in the south, and some hilly regions towards the western and eastern extremities of the country. The Republic of South Sudan capital is Juba. South Sudan is situated in eastern Africa. Just like most African countries, South Sudanese backgrounds are very diverse. The definition and boundaries of ethnic groups depend on how people perceive themselves and others. The Dinka and the Nuer, the largest groups in southern Sudan, call themselves Jing and Nuer tribes. The Dinka are one of the largest ethnic tribes in the Republic of South Sudan. Nuer tribe. Nuer tribal people live in the savanna regions on the banks of the Nile River in South Sudan and Ethiopia. The Nuer tribe depends on their abundant cattle, which they also use for marriage bride price and resolving disputes through the mediation of a Nuer elder. However, the Nuer in Ethiopia are small in number and are 80% Christian as opposed to the South Sudan Nuer, who are large in number and 25% Christian. Dinka tribe. Dinka, also called Jing, live in the savanna regions of South Sudan. Dinka are among one of the tallest, if not the tallest tribe in Africa. Dinka were not only farmers and herders, but today, various Dinka tribes preserve their cattle, but many have lost their herds, which were killed in fighting or abandoned during the Civil War. Dinka have been among the most deeply affected by the Sudanese Civil War. Cattle has always been the focus of Dinka culture. Cattle stood at the heart of virtually every important tradition and ceremony in Dinka cultural life, from music, myths, legends, and folklore. Cattle are one of the most important animals. Dinka are one of South Sudan's largest and noblest tribes. Language of South Sudan. Language, cultural characteristics, and common ancestry may be used as markers of ethnic identity or difference, but they do not always define groups of people. Languages of South Sudan also vary: Arabic, official, English, official, Nubian, Dinka, Nuer, and many others. Language differences have served as a partial basis for ethnic classification and as symbols of ethnic identity. Such differences have been obstacles to the flow of communication and peace-building in the state as linguistically fragmented as South Sudan. Food of South Sudan. In South Sudan, meals are eaten around a large, communal tray on which various meat, vegetable, salads, and sauce dishes are placed. These are eaten with the right hand, using flatbread or a stiff millet porridge known as a saida or kisra. The strong South Sudanese coffee is served from a special tin jug with a long spout, known as a jabina. The coffee is sweet and often spiced with ginger or cinnamon, and is drunk from tiny cups or glasses. Fruit teas and herbal teas such as kakade, hibiscus tea, are also popular. Peanuts, known as fol Sudani, are a popular snack and can be made into delicious macaroons. Juba is perhaps the region that is the most diversified and colorful in its cuisine and dietary habits. This is due to its being a melting pot for the different South Sudanese cultures and people, and to its exposure to external influences. Together, we build awareness that boosts harmony, education, and success. Subscribe to our channel below for more articles.